today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. DeAndre Carter returning it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Mecole Hardman, Pro Bowler last year as a rookie, is deep for KC. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is, he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ball carrier. Gary and
all right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Probably will be on the coverage defensively.
On 4th down, here's KC punter Tyler Newsome. DeAndre Carter is deep for the Texans. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1 yard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 10. To throw again. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Hardman on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 55 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Harrison Butker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
Watson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
34-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. A shotgun snap for Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3.
Texans 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return,
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
26.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Hardman on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is
on play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Chiefs.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, Williams. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.